Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rizzo.
I'm Zero.
And I'm DK. On this episode of Anime Reaction, we watch the 12th and
And
final episode of High School Fleet.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 12th and final episode of High School Fleet, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
Other than about damn time, guys. What the hell? And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And
thanks for watching. Despite the hiatus.
So, in this episode of High School Fleet, we get the big final battle. That does not involve the principal.
Oh my god.
I thought
pissed off of that, but I was bracing
as much
for
as
epic.
as much as that kind of pisses me off because we didn't get to see that epicness, I think that's brilliant.
It was a well played sucker punch. We still got epic.
It was good
my
bait
God.
and switch.
Very good bait and switch, yes.
Because in the last episode, you get the build up. Oh, she took down a fleet, just with one ship all by herself.
And then in the beginning of this episode, she's on a very futuristic looking bridge. And
probably
just,
commanding a city ship or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it'll be like Space Battleship Yamato. In fact, I would not be surprised if they actually just called it Yamato.
I wouldn't either.
Maybe like a 21st century update to the Yamato.
That's fucking massive.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean they could shamelessly rip off Space Battleship Yamato in that scene, and I would be pleased with it. But that's
instead we still get something pretty cool. I think.
It was awesome, no doubt about it.
We end up getting the Grand
the Admiral Shpee.
Admiral Shmee.
Mr. Shmee.
Shmee. Sorry.
Not Captain Hook's lackey.
I believe we got 3 trainee ships.
Basically all the friends they made and training ships from their school.
Yeah. We got one of the instructor's ships.
The instructor that attacked them in the first episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically the Harikaze gets a green light to make one attack to try to slow down the Musashi. By the way, they said that they slowed it down by 5 minutes, and I called bullshit on that because the Musashi didn't even break speed.
Yeah. I mean, they said it slowed down a little bit, but it didn't look like that at all.
Not 5 minutes.
Not 5 minutes.
Like, the only thing that I can think of is maybe it decided to turn a little bit.
Evasive maneuvers.
And that might have slowed it down. But
it's so thickly armored.
It wouldn't even need to, because once all the other ships joined the battle, it literally just shook off everything that was thrown at it. Like 30 torpedoes and...
Well, maybe it was evasive maneuvers if it's dodging that much fire.
It wasn't dodging it. It was just taking it.
It tanked it all.
Yeah. It was just like, feed me more.
Pretty much, yeah.
It didn't even look like it had a scratch on it. And this is after taking like another 30 torpedoes from the Blue Mermaids.
We don't use training rounds.
I don't think anybody was using training rounds at this point. All of them should have been outfitted with real rounds.
But,
because the Harikaze was.
Yep.
But, god damn.
But the Harikaze decides that it is going to attempt to board the Musashi.
And to do so, they use a rocket that was never mentioned before.
Ever.
To lay down a smoke screen so that they could get up next to the Musashi and ram it.
Which was absolutely glorious, by the way, the rocket launch scene.
Oh, no, yeah. I liked it. I just kind of wish that they would have mentioned it before.
I know.
It has been a long time since we watched the episode where they got outfitted, so they might have mentioned it, but I really don't remember it.
I don't think they paid special attention to it. So.
I mean, it is a brilliant tactic. Absolutely brilliant tactic.
Basically lay down a smoke screen so that they can't see you and then get up right next to them and board.
Board.
Ye old pirate style.
Yeah.
And
Ram that bitch up.
Well, I'm sure that that's not what their original plan was, but their rudder got annihilated, apparently.
So they gotta use a parachute, which does the job of slowing a person down, to do the job of causing a destroyer to turn.
It looked like a really, really big parachute, so I think it was for something other than a person. Like, when, not necessarily when it was deployed, it didn't look that big, but when they were ordered to throw it off and they threw it, it definitely didn't look like it fit in a backpack.
Okay.
It looked more like...
Maybe something for a cargo drop?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it looked like a large parachute, but it still wouldn't be enough to slow that down. And to be honest, if they'd have thrown it in the ocean like that, it'd have just torn off. Like, there's no way. There's no way that the ropes would hold.
yeah. If it didn't put a hole in the parachute, it would have simply just torn
off all the paracord that holds onto the parachute. And if it didn't do that, it probably would have snapped the actual rope that they tied to it.
Yeah.
And if it didn't do that, it probably would have pulled those things that they tied the rope off of. They tied the rope off of.
And for those who don't have a perspective on the mooring of a ship at all, some of the mooring lines can be up to this thick, and if you moor it up wrong, if you have too much tension in the line, the tide, or I mean just the mere rocking of the ship on the wave could snap that line. And when that happens, it's explosive, quite dangerous. But I mean,
yeah, because all that tension's being released at once.
All it takes is for the ship to do this.
Just that much mass.
That's it.
And that much force, and then just bang.
All the lines that attach the ship to the pier are not strong enough to keep the ship perfectly still. There's no way in hell, come hell or high water,
A regular rope.
well, even a mooring line could do that. I'm just saying.
I would have found it more believable if they dropped one of the anchors. And even that is bullshit.
I would have believed that a hell of a lot more.
A lot more than a parachute.
A lot more than a parachute. But that's what they ended up doing.
Looked awesome.
It was cool.
It looked pretty cool.
Rule of cool.
Rule of cool. And damn, when you put the Harikaze right next to the Musashi, you
It looks so
realize
small.
just how tiny they were being put up
Kind of like
against.
that, yeah.
I mean, it's like what, Musashi, Harikaze.
Yeah, the sides of the ships.
There we go.
So yeah, we're talking the table is the water line. You got the Harikaze and you got the Musashi.
It was fucking hooch.
Yeah. It's massive. But yeah, they board the ship. They distribute the antidote. And the captain meets up with Moeka.
Yeah, there you go. Happily ever after.
Da-da-da-da.
I can't believe it's taken me this long, but I'm really surprised I didn't see anybody using that fucking pump thing as a hip fire, because that would have been totally hilarious.
I got nothing.
I had nothing. Thanks for putting that image in my head, bro.
Totally.
Yeah, so then, everybody's goes back to shore all victorious. The Harikaze has to be towed back to shore and then put up against the pier with tugboats. And then they all get off, victorious, land, and then the Harikaze sinks.
All of a
Which-
sudden.
Let me tell you why that's bullshit. Because if it was in that bad a condition, they would have known that it was going to sink before it actually sank.
Yep.
Which means that if they actually took it back to the pier at that point, which they probably wouldn't, they would be running off of the ship. Like, all hands abandon fucking ship.
Well, you actually saw earlier the flooding in the engine room. That was fucking bad.
No, it wasn't.
It looked really bad.
It's
not bad?
You might have thought it was really bad. It could have been totally worse.
Yeah, to be honest, like, they could have shut off that shut that engine compartment and just let it flood, and they would have been fine.
Just seal it up with bulkheads.
Yeah. It's really interesting how...
It would have been bad for the engines, obviously.
Yeah.
Which is why they were trying to
them
pump
up.
all the water out in the first place. But, like, the way that these ships are built, you can shut off sections that are flooding so
Right.
that you don't lose the entire ship.
I forgot about the concept
Clearly,
of
they didn't do
bulkheads.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, brain's fried.
But
Yeah, it should be really difficult to actually sink a ship. With the exception of blowing, like, if this is the Harikaze, you have to be able to put a hole like this on its side to actually, like, make it sink. It's pretty hard.
yeah, basically, there's a reason why a lot of times when a ship's damaged in battle, they can still, like, save it.
They can get away.
Even when it's listing, like, hard. Like, battles from World War II, if you look at a lot of the battles that the Yorktown, I think, was involved in. There was one of the carriers that the United States had that almost sank like 3 times and actually sank once.
Yorktown or Saratoga?
It was the Yorktown. I'm going to say Yorktown, but I honestly can't remember. But, like, basically, the Japanese thought that they had sunk the ship. So they thought that they had sunk more carriers than they actually did. And they kept saving it and then bringing it back to battle. It was, basically, it's really hard to sink those ships. And then if they knew that it was going to sink, I think that they'd take it back to a dry dock. Like, if they knew that they could get it back to port, why not just stick it in a dry dock?
It would go right into a dry dock. It would not touch the pier. It would go right into a dry dock.
Yeah.
It would go right into maintenance immediately.
Yeah,
Right.
just take it straight into the dry dock. It's going to sink, but, I mean,
Get
you
it
could
as
just...
close as you can, at least,
You could
before
just...
it sinks.
Yeah, you could just take the water out of the dry dock.
Yeah.
And then, voila, you can fix the bad holes.
Yep.
And then fill the dry dock, put all the wooden slats underneath that you're supposed to, and then empty the dry dock again.
Pretty much. But, yeah.
They let that ship die. You didn't try hard enough, Captain Misaki. You didn't try.
And that's why I could not salute the sinking of the Harikaze. I could salute to this anime.
And it's ending.
It's a fantastic one. But
It's very fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It's kind of similar to why I liked like Girls in Panzer. It's just fun. Like when you get the Moe Blob military series, I just find them to be really fun.
Cutesy girls playing with big guns.
And I think
That's a really fun concept.
me personally, I had a lot of fun making fun of this and making fun of the Navy.
Well, your experience, yeah. There you go.
Well, yeah, when anime kind of hit on your area of expertise, it's really easy to poke fun at them.
Indeed.
But I really enjoyed this series, and I'm sorry that it took so long to finally bring it to an end.
But we did.
But we did.
About damn time.
About damn time. But HaiFuri, just love you.
And let us know what you thought of the anime and what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't.
But that's gonna do it for this belated series on Anime Reaction. I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga Talks.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga and check out our new and improved Patreon.